Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side to Higgins. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
For the Cardinals.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing here, Purdy. This complete right side of the tight end, Farrell. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Greg George deep for Arizona. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Murray. Over the middle, he'll give it to Harrison. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now from Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Complete to James Conner. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before it was brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is born. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 33 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one here, caught by McBride. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down, Cardinals.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To number 14, Michael Wilson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
First carry for James Conner. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Conner. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're looking to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Purdy from the gun on third down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
That's good. 4-8. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray now to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Throwing now is Murray. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action here. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
31-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fighting through, and he's got space. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action, now Purdy. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
McCaffrey running up the middle. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. A strong running gets him to the 9-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall from 6 yards away. And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st down, Cardinals.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They work now on 2nd and 9. There's Murray. And a completion to Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, they run right side with McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, Harrison. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's 2nd down. Now Murray. Escaping. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop at 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Eddie Pinheiro set
Now
to
after
kick
the
off.
touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Gets past one man. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.